I've been struggling for a while to figure out how I was going to do this because I'm not really one to not say what I'm thinking. And I'm not one to keep silent about stuff I see going on. But I didn't know if I wanted to throw my hat in that ring or not because, let's face it, the vitriol about it is just. But you know what? I'm willing to take that on because I'm fed up. I'm fed up with every time I go to the grocery store and seeing the elderly people there who have to make ungodly choices for themselves because they don't have enough money in their bank account to pay for the groceries. I'm tired of seeing young families who have to skip over things that you know that they want, but they can't get them because they can't afford it. I'm tired of not being able to go to a store by myself because I feel scared in this country. That's not the Canada that I know. That's not the Canada that I grew up in. That's the Canada that the Liberals have created over the last 10 years. And while they'll sit in the House of Commons and they will condemn the Conservatives for not allowing them to pass bill after bill. You know whose job that is? That's the Liberals' job. Some of us, almost half of us, voted for Conservatives because we wanted them in office. But Canada gave the Liberals the minority government. And so, okay, they have a minority government. But that means that you guys have to learn to work with other parties. Doesn't mean you buy them off with pensions and whatever else you gave Jagmeet Singh. I have no idea. Allegedly. But what you have to do is you have to figure it out. And you have to run this country the way that you were hired to run it. And you're not doing that. You want it your way or no way. That's not how democracy in this country works. So learn to work together. Don't blame the problems that you guys have created for the last 10 years as Liberals. Don't blame that on the Conservative Party. That's not on them. That's not on Pierre Poilievre. That's on you guys. The fact that we have people who are starving, living in their cars, out on the streets, addicted to drugs that you guys put out there and gave them. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I never thought I would see the day. Never thought I would see the day where you made drugs legal in this country. And as someone who worked in healthcare for many years, oh man, you didn't get an opinion on that whatsoever. It's amazing to me how you scream about how Pierre Poilievre needs to change. He needs to change the way he does things, needs to change the way he speaks, needs to change the way he has an attitude. The hypocrisy is beyond. You guys will take absolutely no responsibility for any of the chaos that you have caused across this country. The crime, the drug use, the affordability crisis, the inability to get our resources to Tidewater so we can export it and make some money in this country. Why would we do that? Why would we do that? Why would we help people? Why would we make things prosperous? It blows my mind. The hypocrisy. Oh, we're going to do the best job for Canada. Bull that you're doing the best job for Canada. You're the worst thing that ever happened to us. I'm so frustrated. I'm so frustrated. And you never tell the truth about anything. Like, never. Transparency? Forget it. Forget it. You had a phone call with Donald Trump this week. Mark Carney had a phone call with Donald Trump this week. We never would have learned about it had they not told us about it on Fox News out of the U.S. Never would have heard a word. So don't preach to us that you're doing the best for Canada, that it's the Conservatives that are the problem. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's the Liberals. They're the problem. And I'm sorry, I know I'm flying off here, but I'm fed up. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with seeing you destroy what so many people have tried so hard to build over the last, 160 years? You've torn it all apart. And I don't know if anybody can fix it at this point. Let's hope they can. So when they do call the election, because let's face it, they're going to call an election soon, Mark Carney is too competitive not to try to get a majority. So when they call the election and you go to put your mark on the ballot, just remember the look on some of our seniors' faces when you go to the grocery store and they can't afford the food that's in their cart, or they can't afford the drugs at the pharmacy. You remember that. Remember that when you go to mark your ballot, because that is not going to change under the government that we have in place right now. If you want this country to be different, you have to make different choices, because we're the ones that put the politicians in those seats. We're the ones that hire them, and we're the ones that can fire them. And there's a lot of people who are seeming to forget that. So Canada, get your shit together.